right now. Brought to you by SlapStix Comedy Club. Coming along, I was over there last night, got to see some of the progress. So check out slapstickscomedy.com. Aiming for that soft opening on July 3rd. So things are moving along there. Top 5 Cowboys questions heading into camp. Number 5, how much of a difference can Dan Quinn make in a year? Because if the talent is still a problem, I don't care who your defensive coordinator is. That's a question.
I think he can make I understand that.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just lose the ability to listen to someone. You get old, you get stale, you don't have trust. I think he could make a dramatic. First of all, you don't have to make much of a difference.
Yeah.
Kind of like Baylor's offense.
Yeah.
So I think he can make a pretty good difference in 1 year.
I think he can. I don't know that I expect him to make a massive difference, but I do expect him to be better, and just being slightly better would probably mean a couple more wins last year, which would put them in a pretty good driver's seat. So I think he can make the team overall a lot better by just being a little bit better on defense.
Yeah. Number 4, is Zeke still the Zeke that we know, or was last year really the Zeke that he is now?
I'm torn between him coming back on just an MVP type of level, like quietly just working in the lab. Like we don't hear much about him. And so I feel like he's either about to just set the world on fire, or we're starting to see the ending days of him in Dallas. That's kind of how I feel about this season.
The trend for running backs is once you lose your traction, you don't get it back. And every once in a while, there's a freak like Adrian Peterson.
Well, I think Zeke's one of those freaks, actually. I don't think he's just your run-of-the-mill Alabama guy that graduates every 3 years and, is in the league for a few years. And obviously Derrick Henry's not run-of-the-mill, but they've had, like Ingram and Richardson, and I think Zeke's like special. Mm-hmm. So I'm not buying into him being done, but I think this year is going to say a heck of a lot about where he is going.
Yeah.
Well, whatever happened last year with him? He's a year older. It's the fumbles.
Yeah.
It crushed him. And then it probably hurt the way he could run because he's a physical, violent runner. And I wonder how much that affected him too.
Number 3, is camp darling Nashawn Wright really a diamond in the rough, or is this what happens with every Cowboys team, and that a guy comes into minicamp and he runs really well in shorts?
Is that his real number?
Yes.
Is that going to be the number he wears?
I think so, yes.
We're not going to make it.
But you can't be a cornerback and wear number 40?
Name me a 40 at corner.
No.
I just don't see how they have room. There's going to be all these articles coming out here over the next couple of weeks about camp previews and who are the list of undrafted free agents to watch.
Well, he's number 3. He's a third rounder.
Or not? Yeah, sorry. But list of guys to watch, and I don't know. Is it diamond in the rough as a third-round pick? I don't know that I consider a diamond in the rough in the third round, but yeah, I guess some people do.
Well, especially considering that most people said they wouldn't have picked him before the 5th.
Normally, it is a wide receiver.
Yeah.
And then a wide receiver would have to be just crazy, stupid good to even get a chance to even be on the field this year.
All right. Number 2, what's the starting secondary? I asked this to David Hellman for a reason because, again, you look at is Kelvin Joseph? Is it Devontae KZ? Is it J-Ron Kearse? I mean, is it Donovan Wilson? Anthony Brown, Jordan Lewis? I mean, they've got a lot of, I know Trayvon Diggs is going to start at one corner. I assume that Donovan Wilson is going to start at one safety. After that, I have no idea. And I don't think Kelvin Joseph is really going to be expected to start in the first year, even a second round pick.
You asked David this. Yeah, okay, yeah.
And so, I mean, that's probably going to be the boring answer, but what if the boring answer is boring because maybe some of those guys are done, like Jordan Lewis or Anthony Brown. And Anthony Brown was hurt for a good share of the year.
By the way,
last year.
Gale Sayers 140.
Yeah.
But he was a running back.
Running back, yeah.
Not a corner.
All right. Number 1, is the offensive line really healthy? We hear that about Tyron Smith. He's felt better than he has in years. Great. Lyle Collins is coming back from a hip. Zach Martin's coming back for an injury. Are they really healthy? Because Dak being back or Dak not being back, the offensive line is what's going to make this team go, and it was not there last year. And if they're not really healthy and it's all kind of smoke and mirrors, then the Cowboys have another problem they have to address on the horizon.
I think sometimes I give the Cowboys the benefit of the doubt on comebacks, whatever. The answer should be no, because they're older. There's Tyron Smith, we know, has a big problem.
That dude hasn't competed in a full training camp in like 10 years. I mean,
his 8 games healthy are better than anyone else's 16 behind. the Martin thing, he should bounce back from. That just got, I think. And Lyle Collins didn't play at all last year, right?
No,
at all. And so I don't know, was that because he got fat and happy? I don't know. I would think that they'll be fine, but I don't think you can trust. If he plays a lot, fine. That's great. Tyron Smith's a Hall of Fame type player. But that, I would think Father Time usually doesn't lose these battles.
No. And so hopefully he does feel better, and hopefully they can get 13 games out of Tyron Smith. With maybe a couple there in the middle where he just takes off for rest. We'll see. But that's today's top 5 at 5:55.
All right.